What is up, everybody? Lyle, no hippie trucking and transportation, coming at you from Centennial, Colorado. I always wonder if I set this damn chat up right. I don't know why. All right, Nora. Hey. Where are you at, Nora? That's what I'm needing some help with right now. Checking in. Hey, Romaine, how's the weather out there? That's what I need help on right now. I am really not trying to leave the house, to be honest with you. All right, K-Mac just got out of the shop. Jim C, what's up? Hey, really the only reason for this video is tomorrow I'm going to head back out to the truck to leave out on Monday. And I'm going to tell you what, listen, if it wasn't for no policy where I'd have to run a load every 30 days, what's up, D's Nuts? I would not come off of home time. As a matter of fact, I would probably stay home until, what's up, Rich? I would probably stay home until March, to be honest with you. I did just get the call yesterday from Success Leasing saying the title's in the mail, so that's good. So I'm gonna have to be back probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks to go handle that title. But listen, everybody that's in here, what's up, Everett, James? Oh, y'all, what is the weather like out there? What are you guys seeing? Because I'm really not trying to get back out there. So I just want to kind of know what's out there. And I'm going to be extremely conservative this winter. I'm not messing around. You know what I mean? Wait, let's see. They just tried to load me to Dodge City. I turned it down. 5 inches of snow, empty, 50-mile-an-hour winds. Where were you? Okay, so you turned down a load. Wait, I just turned down a load. Okay, so you were picking up in Dodge City, or were you taking it to Dodge City? And where were you at? All right, weather's good. I'm in South Virginia, but the weather looking rough for the next 3 days. You better off heading west when you get out. I only usually headed out west from home like in almost 6 years. Well, let's not say 6 years. Let's talk about 5 years I've been leasing or whatever. I think I've only headed out west from Denver once. Well, not one. Okay, I can remember exactly what times there were. There was one time I headed to South Dakota. And sometimes when I'm coming off of home time, I just got to take what I got to take. That was like in the summertime, so that wasn't that big of a deal. I took a load. I don't even think we have that Sam's Club load anymore from that Walmart in Longmont or whatever, going out to Layton, Utah. And then last year I was dumb enough. I don't even know what I was thinking. I dead-headed out of Colorado in the winter to fucking Utah. That was probably the dumbest shit I've done. I don't even know why I did that. All right. Boy, you know you're starting to get old when people are starting to call you uncle and shit. What's up? Just cold in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You know, Denver's kind of been in a bit of a bubble. You know, the weather today just got a little colder, but we'd been up in the high 40s, 50s since I got home, except for maybe one day. Midwest is going to get blasted. All right, I hear you, Jim C. I'm just not sure. See, there's another snowstorm coming in right after this one, so that's kind of what I'm a little concerned about as well. Sohan, Harza, I know it's not you. We'll see. I guess it depends on what the favor is. I'm sitting southwest of Houston till tomorrow. headed to Phoenix. Man, I tell you where you don't want to be if the weather drops down a little bit too far south is Texas. All right, dead-headed to Dodge City. I'm at the Loves in Berthoud, Colorado. So is it snowing out there in Berthoud yet? Because I know once you get a little bit further east on 70, you can start getting that. How's the weather in Berthoud? Because that's pretty close to me. I mean, relatively speaking. So those of you guys that have been to Colorado, if you're driving into Denver and you see the Denver airport, I'm about even with that, except I'm further south. About 20 miles south. All right, let's see. So that's really, man, and I'll be honest with you, the main reason that I'm really not wanting to get out in this weather isn't because, I mean, there are certain times when you get concerned about the weather and, you know, you're worried about getting in accidents, but it's just like, I just don't feel like anybody has our back. You know what I'm saying? I remember 2 years ago, I was out in Minnesota on I-35, and I just delivered so I needed to find somewhere to park. Nowhere to park, so I'm just trying to go somewhere. Everybody on the highway is doing 18 miles an hour. A truck had jackknifed in front of me and stalled. And that slowed, because I was going like 18 miles an hour, then I had to go down to 12 miles an hour. It was a slight hill. Then once I got past that truck and I'm empty, I get about 18 miles an hour, I start jackknifing, right? So I thought I was a goner, right? And I'm never going to be one of these drivers taking pictures of people acting like I can't get in an accident, because I know that I can get in an accident just as good as anybody. So anyway, I get in a jackknife. My fleet manager calls me, and I was 2 miles, or actually I was 2 miles away from the next rest area going south, and 4 miles away from that Albert Lee Petro or whatever it is out there. The roads were so bad that instead of driving 2 more miles, I stopped at a rest area with no amenities, that I was that worried about it. And I don't really give a crap about a critical event or anything like that. But when I posed the question to safety in a meeting one time, they were basically saying, there's no excuse. Not that, how can I explain? I didn't do anything wrong, but had something gone wrong, there wouldn't have been an excuse good enough for them, because they feel like as soon as the weather's bad, you can just snap your fingers and be off the road. So I was just like, you know what? They just have absolutely no concept of what it's like to be out in the winter, and then you're delivering, and no matter what the weather apps say and all that kind of stuff, you don't know exactly what the road conditions are going to be like. And there's no truck out there in super bad icy weather that doesn't want to fucking pull over. But sometimes you just can't pull over, and I just feel like they miss that sometimes. It's like, it's super frustrating. So that's kind of why I've just been like, you know what, I'm just going to take it easy. If they try to give me a little bullshit load tomorrow, like that somebody dropped off the Denver yard and they're like, you know, could you take it to Pepsi, 9 miles for $18 or whatever, I'll take that load, and then I'm going to put my PTA out another 30 days. And I'll let them know that that's my plan if they really want me to take that load. Those are that's the contingency on that one. All right, I'm sitting southwest. All right, we already went through that. All right, so no snow, Everett. All right, it snowed a little coming up, but no snow yet, just overcast and a bit foggy. K-Mac, that weather should be pretty decent. We're kind of in that bubble out here. You got to go maybe just a little bit further east to get really bad. trucking life with my Filipino wife. Any of you guys that are thinking about leaving wherever you're at or just starting your authority in general, he is, I believe he's leaving Prime and going to be starting his own authority. I told him to do some videos on that because a lot of people want to know what the process is like doing that. So, Tennessee, I got shut down last year in Tennessee, and that was probably some of the worst cold weather. Tennessee and Arkansas, and then 71 between like, where was I going? Cincinnati, and I don't remember. All that was horrible last year. I got clogged up in that last year. All right, drive line. Can I make a minimum of 20? Let's see, I know $2,500 a week and be home on weekends if I come drive for Prime. Yeah, man, shit. That's easy work right there. Let's see. And Driveline, I thought about you earlier today. You know, obviously, you know, I spoke with Jenna and right before she ended up having to put down your dog the other day. And today, my dog that eats everything is like not feeling all that well right now. So I'm a little concerned about that. I don't think it's anything serious, but you know, it's just one of those things you think about before you get back out on the road. If those of you guys just came in, let me know where you're at and what the weather's like out there. Jim C, it doesn't matter if I'm the captain of my own ship if there's nowhere to park. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I do understand that, and I will be ultra conservative this year as far as all that weather goes. Is there any snow in Loveland, Colorado? There's not any snow in Loveland as far as I know right now. There might be a little bit. If Denver gets any snow between like Loveland and like kind of where I'm at, it's going to be like less than an inch. And inside of Colorado, or let's just say inside the metro area, they do take care of that highway pretty good. So I just always worry about once you get outside of the metro area, going south, north, east, west, that could be a little sketchy sometimes. All right. He has forehead, forehead, and afterhead. There you go. Actually, my hairline's pretty low. For 56 years old, I would say that, you know, I got as much hair as anybody. All right, it's okay here. It's a slick, windy, empty going to Dodge City. That's the bad thing. Yep. And if I was to go to Dodge City, if that's where my next load is coming from, there's a couple different ways that you can go from Denver. A lot of times GPSs are going to try to send you way further east before you kind of cut down south. I'd cut down south earlier and then go east once I get further south. All right. Please state my emergency. My emergency is having to get back out on the road. I am not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not wanting to leave at all. And if I didn't have to do a load right now, I would not do a load right now. So that's kind of what my emergency is right now. DeAndre, I'm headed back west on Monday. The entire West Coast will be clear from this upcoming Monday until the following Monday. I may not mind going out west, depending on where out west they're talking about, because it could turn on a minute. Tell us a joke, man. I'm not much of a joker. All right, prime trainer Tim. Corinne, Utah, 37 degrees and just cloudy. All right, I could deal with that. Vegas is nice right now. I don't feel like leaving here. I wouldn't want to leave either till there's another snowstorm I hear coming after this one. I guess. Waiting 5 hours for a pre-plant in Missouri, Oklahoma area. Man, yeah. Who got the emergency? Who is you? I'm just a random dude, man. I totally understand. I don't want to do crap. Probably won't. Maybe stay here and do trailer shopping. Yeah. But my wife is taking our grandkid over to our daughter's house. So when she gets back, we're going to be going out and having my last having my last meal before I get out on the road. Yo, I'm selling government issue baby raccoons tonight. Man, raccoons are nice. I wish I had some raccoons around here. All right, I'm in Bloomsburg, PA. All right. Took a load from Salt Lake City to Bloomsburg, 5K, 1,980 miles. 80 was good until I got to Ohio. Man, that's what I'm hearing. It's super bad out there. These are FDA approved raccoons. Yeah, I know somebody that has raccoons at their house, and she treats them like regular pets. I mean, she doesn't let them inside or anything, but so I guess we'll see, man. Now see, I'm not that country, man. I don't have like I mean I can't I don't have any chickens, and the only reason there's any like deer and like coyotes and shit out by my house is there's this long ass green belt that runs behind my house that it goes miles and miles and miles, but every now and then we get them out here, but I'm not that country. All right, going back to driving Western. Oh man, I could not do Western 11. That is too much snow. I literally was looking up auto chains for trucks last night just to see how much they cost to put on. And most of these people were wanting too much fucking information for me to, get a quote from them. So I was like, I ain't ready yet anyway. All right, going back to driving Western 11. First time back in 6 months because of back surgery. Man, I hope you're doing better. Seemed like everybody that was at Prime had a nice little Christmas party last night. There was a female applicant that said she couldn't apply for Prime, or they couldn't hire her or bring her on yet because they don't have enough female trainers right now. So if she happens to be listening to this, I don't know where I saw that comment, but I was gonna I was gonna talk to some people. So if you happen to be watching this, let me know. I did talk to a few people and put the word out. So I don't know why it's so hard to get female trainers. I mean, you don't even have female trainers training females, so that makes it pretty tough. Roads are icy up in Kansas. Just saw 2 cars slide off the road. Man, I'm not one to do it. A couple of years ago, actually, was it last year? I think it was a couple of years ago, because a couple of years ago, I was like, Josie, I was just looking through my emails last night, or not last night, a few nights ago, and I saw that message that you sent me with your phone number, so I will be getting back with you. I've just been chilling extremely hard lately. But I was driving right before you get to St. Louis, and it felt like it. Sometimes you're driving and you're like, man, it feels like it's slippery, but you don't know if it's slippery or not. And there's this curve that you got to kind of slow down for. I'd say maybe about 80 miles west of St. Louis. And I went around that curve, and Once I went around that curve and everything straightened out, there were two trucks, one on the left side of the ditch, one on the right side of the ditch. So that let me know that it was actually sleepy. Why don't drivers take the easiest spots available? It's crazy how some people make the job harder than it needs to be. Pull throughs. All right, here's one thing I will say about parking spots. RFG Express. If I'm going to be leaving in the middle of the night, I'm going to be looking to set myself up, regardless of how hard it is, to get a spot where I don't have to worry about pulling out. So other than that, I'm always going to be taking the easiest spot. And a lot of times I try to stay at smaller truck stops unless they're dirt and it's winter. I don't want to get caught up in the mud. So I don't always take the easiest spot. I take the most convenient spot for me to leave later. And my Tuco from Breaking Bad, man, it's been a while since I saw that show. I don't remember what that guy looked like. Sean, what's up? I'm just out here. I was just trying to see what the weather was like across the country because I'm about to have to leave out of here on Monday. So I was just trying to get a feel of what kind of fuckery I got to put myself into when I leave out of here. And like I was saying, if it wasn't for the policy where, that is a downfall between the lease and lease purchase. If I was in a regular lease, I could take 59 days off right now because technically my lease is exactly up as of a few days ago, right? But I can't do that. So I need to take a load every 30 days or some shit like that. As far as I know now, unless something's changed. But if it wasn't for that, I'd keep my ass right here. All right, let's see. Cognac, you ever had load choice? I turned down load choice it's been a long time because I had my first Peterbilt. So this was a gray Peterbilt before I got into lease purchase. And I turned it down back then. And really haven't felt the desire to necessarily need that. I mean, there's advantages and stuff like that. But I've never actually been on it. All right, T News 72. Hey, T News running that South dedicated. Skullature says it's beautiful in the Northeast. Man, it looked like weather might have been getting bad up there. So, all right. It's nice in Las Vegas. Man, it's been a long time since I stopped in Vegas. The last time I stopped in Vegas may have been like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. But that was in Henderson. Usually I'll drive through Vegas and then the next, like once you get out of California or get out of Vegas or Nevada into California, there's Baker, California. And there's some like little off-brand truck stops I usually stop at on that side. Arizona Trucker, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Snow expected in Pennsylvania Sunday night into Monday morning. We're expected to get a little bit of snow here. I need to do a little bit more shopping tomorrow before I go back to the truck. So my wife gets off of work tomorrow at like 10:30 in the morning. So I'll go shopping about 7, just pick up a few things and head back out to the truck. Skullature, DC area up to New York City. Gonna snow only cold. Okay. Man, I'm not sure. Man, I don't like going to New York City no matter what the weather's like. Sanchez from the closer was Tuco. I'm going to have to look that up. Big snowstorm going to hit when you deliver in Indianapolis tomorrow. At least there's some good truck stops around there to get. Well, I don't know. Again, Just because they're there doesn't mean that there's going to be spots there. And the safety manager at your company may think that just because it's bad weather and you snap your fingers, there's a spot available whenever you want it. All right, Johnny, 1987, gonna do Costco dedicated company driving. I make $4,000 a month. Is that a good salary, man? For $4,000 a month, just to listen, money's not everything. I mean, shit, to do the same thing all the time and not have no headaches. And Costco, again, I don't know what Costco driving's like. My wife works for Costco, and them medical benefits, you're getting out there, you ain't. I don't know about other trucking companies, but I know Prime, even this company or whatever, their insurance ain't coming close to that Costco stuff, and the 401k match and the buying the Costco stock cheaper and all that kind of stuff. So I would not mind making less money, doing something like that. Now I wouldn't do it in Colorado. I mean, it depends on what they're saying is dedicated. I'm not trying to be driving across I-70 and all that kind of stuff west in the wintertime, or even north on 25. I mean, so 350 miles a day, man, for an easy run, shit. Adjust your living expenses, and you can find happiness a lot of lower paying jobs. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Fortunately, me and my wife have kept things very simple in terms of debt and shit like that. So so you're doing dedicated. Now I'm not sure I'd want to do a local job. To me, a lot of the time them local jobs, man, it's like you got to drive to where you're going, put in all them hours, do all that shit, drive back home, take a shit, go to sleep, and wake back up and do the same thing over again. So I'm not sure I'd do that. But if it's just like a dedicated regional type deal or semi-regional, I'd be about that. Oh, Florida? Shit. Man, I'm not sure I want to be going down into Miami. Florida is one of the worst driving states. Jesus Christ. I gotta run. All right, Josie, I'll check you out later. Hey, and I don't know if you still have my phone number. My phone number's still the same, man. I've had my phone number longer than some of the people that have been. I've had my phone number longer than the age of some of the people that are probably in this live feed right now. So anyway, that's it, man. I just wanted to come on here and kind of get a sense of what's going on out there. And hey, Tom, really, I just needed help just in what the weather was like, because I'm gonna be headed out tomorrow, and I hear that there's gonna be some badass weather across the country. So I just wanted to see kind of where everybody was at and what the weather was like where they are. So that was the help I needed. So that's about it. It sounds like my wife is home, so maybe not. Maybe that's my FLS. You know what that stands for? Freeloading, son. I'm joking. Just joking. All right. All right, hey, Tom saying I've been home so long, I might. Well, hey, Tom, I've been home so long, I might have to go back through training again. But I tell you what, I would stay home longer if I could. Trust me. All right, Skulltor saying go south, man. Going south out of here might put me in a bad situation. I don't know. I don't know what 40, because if I head south out of Denver, I'm headed to Albuquerque, right? I don't know what the weather's like down there. Yep, Josie, that's the same number, 313. No bourbon in the truck. No, man. I get my fill when I'm at home. And then about 2 weeks before I go home, I start doing some research on what I want my son to get me or what I plan on getting. Stuff like that. As a matter of fact, my fucking son make sure you get them leaves out there, right?
Yeah.
But you slipping, no fucking Christmas present, no bourbon, and
see, every time I want to take you out to somewhere nice for dinner, you have a 5-mile radius policy. I can so goddamn picky when it comes to restaurants.
There's plenty of shit around here, so your ass been slipping. So
I've been talking with 3 different girls, and they're all less picky than me.
Anyway. All right, hell no. Southeast don't have no salt and snow plows, and yes, the worst weather I was in last year. Well, outside of that minus 38 and all that shit in Iowa, last year was in Tennessee, Arkansas, and whatever that 71 is from like Cincinnati down south. I got shut down on all that shit. Man, my phone number's been the same since like 2000, like 1. Shamarcus, what's up? I just got to the living room terminal. It's 50 degrees here. Yep. Is that your mom?
What?
Did you hear your mom come in?
No.
Or was that you? All right. Is that her?
Actually, his mom. She's back.
All right, I got to get off here. I'm going to take mom out to eat since your ass hasn't fucking had a chance to do that.
I've offered, but you always pick the weirdest times.
Okay, I didn't say it had to be dinner. It was bourbon.
I have plans for that.
Okay, well, I'm gone tomorrow, so anyway. All right, 50 in Raleigh. All right, man, I'm about to get off of here. Just wanted to come on here and see what was up out there, what kind of fuckery I have to deal with when I get back out on the road. The one thing I will tell you is I'm going to be playing it extremely conservative with this stuff. And I'm not playing around in this snow just because I know there's no excuse good enough for them not to blame the shit on you. So that more than anything is the main reason why. So
Remember the last time I quote unquote forgot, and the next time you came back, there was some real nice
wait,
for you?
what?
Remember the last time I quote unquote forgot, and the next time you came back, there was some real nice waiting for you?
Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by, kind of giving me an idea of what kind of weather I got to deal with out there. As always, thanks for stopping by. No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Put me on blast like that in front of your boys, mind you.